People who have or do play video games have a serious advantage in the gym over people who don't or never did. You can only capitalize on this advantage if you know how to do it. This video will teach you exactly how to use this advantage and apply it to the gym, other aspects of your life like YouTube, business, school. I have been playing video games since I was around 7, give or take a couple years. That's when I started playing games. I would play mobile games on like an iPad, but then when I was 12, I got a Xbox as a gift, and I got really interested in video games. I started playing a ton. Like I love video games, obviously, like any 12-year-old, and I played a ton all the way till I was 14 and a half. Now I started fitness when I was 14, but when I was 14 and a half, I was like, it wasn't just fitness. I decided to lock in, optimize my life, do research on fitness, to have the best routine, YouTube, self-improvement, all that stuff. So I stopped playing video games. But from those 2.5 years of playing video games, I kind of have the gamer mentality, the gamer mindset. So I think like a video gamer, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I used that mindset to help me progress a ton in fitness, my grades in school, self-improvement, YouTube, all that stuff. So first off, you have to know that video games work in a way where you have to, grind, do quests, missions, level up, and with those level ups, you gain either status or like in-game money, the currency. So because of this, people who play video games think in a very level up mindset. So the thing is, with this mindset, it helps you focus on the goal at hand and try to get there ASAP without wasting time on other things, right? For example, if you want to improve your bench press, you're not going to go for runs, right? Because that doesn't benefit your bench press. So because of this mindset, you have to make your goals very clear, very solid, so you can work towards them really hard and get there and level up. For example, you don't say I want bigger arms, you say I want 15-inch arms. I don't want to get better at calisthenics, I want to get a 5-second single leg front lever. By the way, instead of saying I want to get this single leg 5-second front lever, you will say I will get this front lever. Because when you say I will instead of I want, you're like confirming to yourself that you are going to get there eventually. It's more of a question about when you get there instead of if. Once you have given yourself a very solid and clear goal, think of how you're going to get there. You can do more than one goal at a time, but don't overwhelm yourself. I used to overwhelm myself a ton. I would be like, oh, this is sick, but this is even more sick, but this is even more sick, and that too, and that. You can do more than one thing, but I recommend cap it at around 3 to 4, depending on how hard they are. If, for example, you want to increase your bench press by, like, say, triple or double, and you also want to cut your mile time to, like, 5 or 4 minute mile, those two things are more than enough, But if you're like, I want to add 5 push-ups to my total, right, I can do 10, I want to do 3 pull-ups, and I want to be able to run an 8-minute mile, and I want to be able to bench press 1 plate, and I want to be able to do a handstand. It's like, okay, that's probably fine. You're probably not overwhelming yourself, because they're easy to achieve, quick to achieve. I'd also recommend to start with a goal you will achieve somewhere between 1 week to 3 months. Now you guys might be thinking, maybe your main goal is to bench press, say, 4 plates. But right now, you can't even bench press 1 plate, right? So what I'd recommend is start with something that'll, a quick and not really easy, but a win that you can work for, but you can achieve without a ton of effort, right? So basically, it's what will get you addicted to the video game of fitness, right? Or whatever, because look, so right now you're here, you can probably bench press, say, the bar itself. Before you try to get 1 or 2 plate bench, try to get the little 25 or 10 kilogram bench on each side, right, of the bar. So easy goals, you'll probably achieve that pretty soon, right? Easy goals, so you're happy. Then go for the 1 plate, then 2 plate, then 3 plate, then 4 plate, right? You want to do something where you get easy wins, so you're happy, excited, motivated, and it's what makes it more addictive, and you don't quit. Because if you already saw that you made progress initially at the start, it's less likely that you quit than if you do all this effort for, say, a year and then you still don't reach your goal, you just give up. Once you achieve these easy goals, make them harder and harder, but you don't want to start with the hardest goal. Make sure to do enough research on your goal to understand how to get there. For example, if you want to get a 4-plate bench, running marathons and doing clean and jerks all the time aren't going to help you get there, right? You have to do bench press if you want to get a good bench press. I'd really recommend to take measurements, pictures, record your PRs, journal your workouts, because at the start, you're going to be really weak, right? And in the future, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, a couple months from now, you're going to be like, what's the point of this? I'm not making any progress. I can't feel it, but it's like, no, you just haven't made progress in the past week, or as much as you made a ton of progress at first, and in the next week or two, you went from making this much progress to making this much. And you're like, it's not the same ratio, right? So just record your PRs. You'll see a crazy amount. You're not losing newbie gains yet. That's in like 6 months to a year when you start to slow down more. But if you're smart, you won't slow down. So record your PRs, track your measurements, whatever. See how big your arms are, measure it, see how many curls you can do, see how much you can bench press. And then in the future, when you're feeling down, look back, be like, holy crap, I'm so much stronger than I was back then, right? And also, as you make progress towards your goal, whatever it is, stay focused on it. So you probably have ADHD. I probably have ADHD. Most people around us probably have ADHD. And because of that, we tend to change our mind and our goals a lot. Last year, I would make a advanced, like Peter does, powerlifting workout routine every month. I would make a new routine every month. Because at first it was, I want front lever, I want planche, I want weighted pull-ups, dips, and squat. Then it's, I don't want planche, but I do want muscle up instead. Then it was, I want muscle up, I want handstand, then I want dips, pull-ups, squat, and bench. Then it's, I want front lever, you get the idea, right? I kept changing my routine every month. And before that, it was like several times a week I'd upgrade it. So stay focused on the same goal until you achieve it, unless you truly don't care about it, because by switching between goals a ton, you're not going to get anywhere. Once you hit your goal, think of another way to level up, right? And start working towards that. You can't achieve something and then just quit and give up, because you're at the tip of the iceberg, right? You can get a lot more achievements. An analogy that can help you think of the gym in a way to make it easier for you to get the idea of what I'm talking about is, think of it like a skill tree, right? You have to start at the bottom, work your way up. You can still aim at the top goal, but at least get some easy wins so you don't give up along the process. See ya, bro. Good luck, and go hit that goal.